Hey, ladies, welcome to our community. I am coming with another financial um, debt savings, financial freedom video here in our single lady finance community. It's the top of the year, and right about now, we're all thinking about just our finances as a whole, thinking about it from an annual perspective versus, that daily or week to week, paycheck to paycheck kind of overview that we typically fall trapped to. So, thinking about the entire year of 2025, I have comprised a list of 25 things that I'm going to do my best to not buy at all. Some of these may be for you, they may not be for you. Some may be controversial, some may be taboo. My challenge to you is to grab some that work for you and your life and, go ahead and run with it. This whole financial situation is not a silver bullet. It's literally like the epitome of eating an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So if you could grab a couple of things from my list, feel free to use them throughout 2025 and the rest of your life if you can. And hopefully it can help to get you to some of your financial goals. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into it. And this may possibly be one of my longer videos, but as I speak on each of them, I'm just going to kind of express my thought process on how I came to the conclusion to eliminate this thing, or to try my damnedest to reduce, purchasing these typical items. And they may work for you, the logic may not, but, we're just going to go ahead and hop into it. All right, first and foremost, the thing that I'm going to try, I'm just not going to do anymore. Fast fashion. Fast fashion. Your Fashion Novas, your Sheins, all of them at this point, the quality is hit and miss. The return policies on them can get tricky. And just looking at how much I'm running out of closet space. I'm finding myself buying additional hangers and storage bins, and it's just too much at this point. It's just too much. I am getting beyond the point of the temptation. I mean, they email you and they email you and they email you all these sales. At this point in 2025, we're repeating some outfits. I'm just repeating some outfits. If somebody seen me in the same outfit, oh well. But the fast fashion at this point, I'm just cutting it out. The past couple of years, I got enough to have a decent rotation of clothes at this point. So definitely went ahead and I unsubscribed. And those text messages that I was getting, just kind of tempting me constantly with the different discounts. Fast fashion 2025, I'm not doing it. Just not doing it. Okay, moving along. Single-use plastics. And this is kind of tricky for me, right? So I buy single-use plastics for when I have guests or for when I host parties or something like that. But I have them sitting kind of like on display on my countertop. And guess who ends up using the single-use plastic? I do. Simply because I don't want to, throw some dishes in the dishwasher, or it's like my intended purpose for single-use plastic is I'm not using it for what I'm intending it for. I'm using it in reality for myself. So what I already have on hand, I'm either going to store away for when I have a party, or I'm going to just start again. I have a dishwasher. I'm not having, parties with like 20 and 30. I have small gatherings at my place as it is. So, pretty much The people that are coming over, these are close friends, these are close family. But for all the times that I have bought single use plastics, cups, forks, things like that, I want to say 90% of the time, I'm the only person using it, and then 10% of the time, I'm using it for kickbacks and get together. So, just going to cut it out altogether for 2025. Something else that I'm going to be more mindful of is disposable razors. I know razors can be tricky for people. I kind of, have been the Dollar Tree girl. Ooh wee, it's only $1.25. I get like 6 of them. Toss them after every use. But the fact of the matter is, the nicks and the cuts when I'm rushing. The fact of the matter is how many times I have to go over that area of skin causing irritation. At this point, I'm just going to go ahead, you know, buy the razors that, are multiple use. I believe they're possibly between like $8 to maybe $12. And you can swap out the different heads on the razors or whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. That way I'm not going over that same area over and over. And I'll pat it dry. I'll figure out how to sanitize it, or whatever. But the single use razors, between the skin irritation and, in reality as well, those little razors prompt me to go to Dollar Tree more frequently because I need some new razors. And then from me going to Dollar Tree while I'm in there, I end up having a little mini shopping spree. So if if it can, kind of decrease my need to go to Dollar Tree, and if it can, definitely have me having some pretty skin, I'm here for it. Something else that I'm going to attempt to, well, there's no attempt. There's power in your words, right? Let me speak life into my situation. Toxic cleaning supplies. I am finding with some of these cleaning supplies, the smell on them, just because it's cheap, and again, getting them from Dollar Tree, just because it's cheap doesn't mean that, long term it's doing me any good. I have seen plenty enough videos where people are using like vinegar or lemons or Dawn dishwashing liquid, and they're like DIYing their cleaning products and stuff like that, so that it's just better all around. The cancers and just the toxins that are in these, it's just not worth it long term. Even if I find a brand that may be a little bit more in price, I would rather do that than to have to be inhaling some of these products that I've been inhaling, trying to save money, wearing freaking masks and stuff like that. It's counterproductive. It's 100% counterproductive. So I'm shutting it down for the sake of my health, and I'm setting it down just because I know it can't be right. It's been times I have gotten dizzy trying to clean my bathroom. I mean, yeah, I digress. I'll move on to the next thing, but I'm shutting it out. I'm shutting it down for 2025. All right. Other things that I am doing in terms of my appliances, I don't have any upcoming major appliances that I feel the need to buy. But what I do need to be mindful of when I purchase products is energy efficiency. It's just something that I do not, it's something that I do not, I don't think about, wattage and how much, what they call it, I think it's doom electricity or something like that. Just when you're not watching your TV and you see that light on, it's still using electricity. So just being mindful of how efficient my appliances are. So, maybe I might have to get like some extension cords or something like that where I can put my appliances on some timers or something like that. But when you got a TV in almost every single room, And I mean, who's realistically going to be plugging and unplugging, you know, some of these appliances and stuff like that? If at the beginning of even owning the appliance, I thought about how much energy it was using, and then once I actually owned it, I had like some sort of extension cord where it was on a timer that would benefit me as well. So 2025, I'm also thinking about my energy consumption in terms of my appliances and stuff. Something else that I am doing for 2025, I'm not buying any tech gadgets. You know, I'm okay in terms of my cell phone for right now, in terms of my laptop, just getting lured in. Oh my, the iPhone 16, the way they have been shoving that down our throats. No, I'm just shutting it down for 2025. I'm going to skip a year when it comes to tech gadgets and stuff like that. And I'm just going to make do with what I have. I'm just going to make do with what I have. Worst case scenario, if something like breaks or gets stolen or something like that, I'll buy something that's secondhand or something that's like refurbished or something like that. Yeah, I can't do it. Moving along, so I am a part of the Keurig. Um, I am a part of the Keurig family, so I do have my Keurig. I rotate. I'm not like a full throttle coffee girl, but some days I just need that kick of caffeine. And these K cups and stuff like that, when they first came out, they weren't as bad. So either I'm going to buy in bulk, or I'm going to try to find a brand that is reusable and still sanitary. I have seen, different things about single-use coffee pods and stuff like that. I don't, if it's going to be messy, especially with me getting up as early as I do in the morning, half sleep trying to put on a cup of coffee. I don't, it needs to kind of just be seamless. So, but I'm going to try. I am going to try it, and hopefully I can find a brand, I can find something that works for me so that I can avoid single-use coffee pods. This is something that the next one is something that I went back and forth with, because health is wealth, right? And I definitely would rather pay for health expenses on the front end in terms of a gym membership versus paying on the back end and having, like all these medical procedures and medical treatments and medications and stuff like that. But what I have found is that when I have, did the Orange Theories, when I have did some of these overpriced gym memberships and things like that, I will start off strong and I won't do it. I won't, after so long, life will happen, I'll get in a rut, and I just won't do it. So excessive gym memberships, I'm just going to be in Planet Fitness at this point. That $15 holler, I'm going to have to make do until I have a streak of like going to the gym for like 6 months straight, or going to the gym, and following my regimen for like a year or something. I feel like I need to work to earn an expensive gym membership, because in the past I have gotten expensive ones. Maybe it appealed to me because it was an all-girls gym, or maybe it appealed to me because they had a bunch of classes, or they had a pool, or whatever it was that enticed me to pay, $90 plus for a monthly gym membership. At this particular point, until I have shown and proved that I'm truly going to be a gym girly, I don't need to do it. I need to just go ahead and go to Planet Fitness, put my headphones in, have my blinders on, ignore everybody, do what I need to do in my 30 minutes to an hour, and get the hell out. But for 2025, I'm not going to get sucked into some expensive gym membership, because the fact of the matter is I don't follow through. Something that I'm getting rid of is subscriptions also that I don't use. So I go through phases with TV. I have moments where I want to be like this intellectual and I want to read, or I have moments where I want to be like anti media and stuff like that. And it really just depends on my mental health. When my mental health is not there, I just kind of feel the need to pull within. With that being said, I have a couple of subscriptions, mostly like television, movie related, that I'm going to just go ahead and cancel for 2025. If I need to entertain myself, I need to find a way, if whether or not it's cleaning my home, if whether or not it's putting content out, I need to find a way to do it where it's not automatically coming out of my bank account, if whether or not I look at it or not. So subscriptions that I'm not using, especially in terms of just television watching and stuff like that, 2025, it's a no. It's a flat no. Going going along, I should have been counting. My bad. I should have been counting. I think I'm at like number 10 or number 11. Warranties. Okay. Again, I don't plan on doing any major purchases or anything like that. But when I just think about warranties or some of these extra insurances when you buy different things, it's like they're offering warranties and insurance for toasters at this point. You know, it's it's insane. Like, just know, if it's being half the time, I don't hold on to the paperwork. If they do send it in an email, it's not like I have a special email folder for insurance and warranty paperwork. I'm just not that organized where if something were to break, especially if it's something trivial, where the first thing that's gonna come to my mind is, "Ooh wee, my watch broke. I got a warranty on it that I bought 5 years ago. Oh, and it's in my folder saved or labeled warranties 2020, whatever." It just doesn't work. I may purchase it, but in the event of it becoming lost, stolen, or broken, I don't follow through. I don't recall the fact that I've purchased it. So it's a no for 2025. It's a flat out no for 2025. So this one I'm excited about. And I'm excited about this particular one for several reasons. Traditional light bulbs. For one, they're just not efficient like that anymore. And I really want to kind of digitize, automate my house or whatever. So if I could move from these old school light bulbs that are, you know, cheap on the front end and then taxing on the back end when you get your monthly bill, I'm all for it. Plus, I would just love to be able to be en route on my way home and I cut on my bedroom light, I cut on a light in my kitchen, or, be able to say, like, "Alexa, turn off the light here, Alexa." I really kind of want to move towards using technology to make my life easier. And if I can kind of start small with just being able to click a button on my phone and a light bulb or something comes on, sounds kind of nerdy, but I'm here for it. So that particular thing that I'm cutting out for 2025 and these old school light bulbs that, again, more than likely I probably picked up from the Dollar Tree. Um, it's out for 2025, and I'm going to be moving into a new wave, my soft life of making my life simpler by being able to use some kind of app or something to like change the color of the lights, or cut it on, from my bed or something like that. Another thing that I am cutting out for 2025, and this one, honestly, this kind of stemmed from my mom, to be honest with you. So, of course, the pandemic, it's behind us, but, COVID is still out here. People are still getting sick. Um, if whether or not it's flu, I heard something about monkeypox. I heard something about bird flu recently. you know, there is still a need to wear masks here and there, especially when I'm on a plane, when I go to the airport, I still wear my mask, especially if it's going to be a long plane ride. I'm not just going to be stuck inside that plane, with 100 to 200 other people, and people are that same air is circulating through. But going back to my mom, how this idea kind of came to me. This woman has single-use mask everywhere. It's in my opinion, it's not even sanitary. There's a mask in her car. There's a mask in her purse. There's mask, in her gym bag. There's mask. It's like she just has these single-use. I'm literally mean like the little light blue ones, kind of like the medical. I don't want to say medical use one, but the ones the standard ones that everyone has or whatever. These are supposed to be disposable, but clearly she isn't disposing of them. And kind of from her, I find myself, periodically going on Amazon and buying these packs of like 25 masks at a time. You know what? Not doing it in 2025. I got a couple of cloth ones. I can easily throw them in the washer, and I can just kind of stop that little weird phobia habit that I've developed, like we're in the heights of COVID-19. Moving along. Cheap furniture. So me and Wayfair, me and Amazon, my last couple of places, Amazon and Wayfair have been my furniture stores. And I have to catch myself sometimes because I will get on TikTok or I will get on Pinterest and get inspired and randomly want to redo an entire room. The problem with this is that because this isn't planned or anticipated, I'm trying to redo these rooms or swap out things or give a room a new feel, and I'm trying to do it on a budget. Most of the time, the stuff that I'm buying is aesthetically pleasing, but it isn't quality. Instead, I could altogether decide to, hey, find another freaking hobby instead of swapping out rooms. Like my home's on television or something. Like, who's really checking for the fact that, my office, I changed my office when it was only 2 years old. The furniture and stuff I had up in there was only 2 years old to begin with. But, the mindset has been in the past, oh, well, it's super cheap. Oh, well, we're not breaking the bank. But for one, it's clear to see like, oh, she bought this in between 2018 and 2022. It's not timeless. It's very, on trend. And then just the quality isn't there. After so long, because most of this furniture I'm assembling myself, it isn't sturdy. I'm just not doing cheap furniture in 2025. I really don't need to do any new furniture purchases at all in 2025. But yeah, I gotta stay away from just the fact that, yeah, that I'm oversharing right now, but I'm like the queen of redoing a bedroom for under $500. Like anybody that's sleeping on a mattress, when they got bed frames on Amazon for like $100, like where have you been? But that's something that I need to work on and something that I need to get past. But yeah, 2025, no cheap furniture. Okay. Also, I need to get rid of some of these beauty products. So, until I have ran out of beauty products that are, I'm not even going to say that. I pretty much just need to hit the pan on some of my beauty products, or I need to just use what I have. There's 3 different moisturizer. One is for nighttime, one is for daytime. One has SF50 in it. I need to just get to the point where, if worst case scenario in terms of my beauty products, I have 1 or 2 of each thing. I have an overabundance of beauty products. I honestly feel like if I didn't buy a single beauty product for 2025, I would still have something. I can go into an old purse and find a random lipstick that I probably haven't used in 6 months. So 2025 is it's no, unless it's like hygienic, deodorant or something like that. Just because I seen a commercial, just because I seen some influencer or something like that, I'm chilling out on the beauty products. I got enough as it is. That's something that I'm doing. Also, excessive gift wrap. A lot of and I'm dating myself right now. Back in the day, you went to Carson's, you went to Macy's, you went to wherever, and they would gift wrap your stuff for you. It would be really, really pretty. It would be high quality, and you bought your gift, and it was a one-stop shop. And me being me, since a lot of those services aren't available anymore, I just kind of have a thing like, don't serve me a steak on a trash can lid. So when I'm gifting, I get caught up in the presentation of the gift. I don't want to just give someone a gift in like a janky bag that is clear that I got it from Dollar Tree. I love my Dollar Tree, but it's time and it's a place. And, I have been guilty of, the Hallmark section. They have some really, really nice gift boxes, gift wrapping, and, bows and stuff like that. Gold trimming, silver trimming, where it just looks super, super high quality. I either need to, go on Amazon, buy something in bulk so that I can have gifts at the ready, or I need to find find a way for that to be more affordable. Because at the last minute, when I'm on the way to someone's house and I'm swinging by Walgreens or Target, not on the way to someone's house, on the way to someone's event, because I have been known to literally buy someone's gift right before the event. But when you're doing that, you are at the mercy of what's available on the aisles or on the shelf. So that's something that I have to get better at. Unhealthy snacks. Woohoo! This one will be a challenge because when I'm hungry, I'm hungry. But going back to the health, these processed unhealthy snacks, I gotta do better. Gotta do better. If I can, maybe like get some on the go, like protein bars or some on the go, like nuts and seed packets or something. Or maybe if I DIY'd and had my own yogurt or concoction or my own smoothie or something. Just gotta do better with the unhealthy snacks. I mean, the dyes that are in these snacks, foods, the shelf life. I mean, some of these items, you could buy it today and eat it 2 years from now, and perfectly fine. It's just like, how is my body processing and digesting this? No nutrition at all. I need to just pretty much just shut it down for 2025. If it's unhealthy, maybe I'll just, have like one or two things that I really enjoy that I may eat here and there. But just the unplanning, let me go hit up a vending machine, the last minute, not Dollar Tree, McDonald's drive-through run. It could be avoided with better preparation. It could totally be avoided. Okay. I also need to be mindful of the sodas and the sugary drinks. On par with the unhealthy snacks, again, it's just not good for me. Just not good for me. It's highly addictive. Just as a woman, trying to monitor my pH balance, trying to just take care of my skin and stuff like that. It's convenient, but the sugar it's not good. The sugar is just not good. I won't go on alone because I see this video. I've never done a video this long, but the sugary sodas and the price. I live in a state where they put a tax on sugary soda and sugary drinks. So I'm paying an extra tax to buy something that's not good for me anyway. Need to cut it out. something else in 2025 that I don't plan on buying is luxury items. So I am guilty of saving to buy pricey purses. And my ideology, or how I kind of came up with this theory or whatever, was basically when I was younger, I would buy Coach and Michael Kors and these cheaper purses, but I would have to buy the purses more frequently because there was always a new one coming out or whatever. And then I just would have so many of these, I would eventually end up giving them away. And then eventually I evolved, and the mindset was, why go for low hanging fruit? Just go for the gusto, save your money, and you could get a really big purse that's a true fashion statement and something that's timeless or whatever. At this point, I have about 4 luxury bags that still look great, still, I will get compliments on, and I just need to move on from it. It's kind of like a been there, done that type of thing. The way that I have saved for those luxury items, and a few of those purses I've saved for years. The dedication, right? I've saved for years, but 2025, not doing it. Just not doing it. And would not be surprised if I just did not let that go altogether. With the 4 purses that I have in my rotation, hell, if that's not enough, oh freaking well. Oh freaking well. Moving along with my list, and forgive me, I have totally forgotten what number I'm on, but items that I already own. So duplicate buys, so guilty of this. This is the reason why I have so many cosmetic and makeup products, because maybe I went on a vacation and I didn't fully unpack, and then I forgot that I had my makeup bag, or I forgot I had this particular perfume in my suitcase, and then so I went out and bought another one. Meanwhile, the next trip that I went on, I rediscovered the perfume, I rediscovered the concealer, whatever. Literally, when you have so much stuff that you forget that you got it, and instead of taking the time to look for it and to just be like, you know what, I know that I already got a red lipstick. I know that I have it. It's in one of these purses. It's somewhere. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy another one until I find the old one. And then, maybe I'll just give myself like 2 weeks or a month or something like that. I don't know. But the duplicate buys, I have too many duplicates. And I mean, literally, I got girlfriends and family members that, I lose something, and they're like, well, when you find the original, girl, just go ahead and give it to me because I know you got it somewhere. It's like other people are starting to anticipate me buying duplicates so that they can get my hand-me-downs. Not doing it in 2025. What else am I? Okay, so this I'm not doing in 2025, and I actually started doing this in 2024. I just wasn't consistent. So the single-use water bottles, and this I just kind of stumbled upon. I wanted a tumbler, and I was seeing all the girlies with the Stanley tumblers and the Yeti tumblers or whatever, and they're cute. You can have it on the go. You're always hydrating throughout the day. So that's what I wanted to do, and I did do that. My only thing with that is that I was still buying water bottles and stuff like that. And so I kind of would just toggle back and forth between the two. So me buying single-use water bottles, that's no more. There's already a filter on my refrigerator if I have company over and, they don't want to drink out of the tap, or if I want to cook and I don't want to, cook using the tap. So, I'm using my tumbler, single-use water bottles. It's out. It's 100% out. What else am I not buying in 20? Oh, candles. So I have been, guilty of the Bed Bath and Beyond, the different sales, getting those candles, and the semi-annual sale, you go crazy. They're good for gifts and stuff like that. Everyone loves a good candle. But I kind of feel like, for one, it's so popular at this point. People don't even get excited about it because everyone's doing it now. So you're buying these candles, your money's literally going up in smoke. And, if you're gifting it to somebody, you're gifting them something that they're probably already doing anyway. It's kind of like so on trend with the soft life where it's not even like a treat anymore. So, the semi-annual sales, they would always get me. And, I would have them on deck to give gifts to people. But I'm just going to have to think of something a little bit more sentimental or a little bit more personal to give to people. But for myself, not doing it. And for other people, just because I guess maybe I've done it so much, people aren't even excited. They kind of know that I'm coming with a candle. And, I have had a couple of times where I have given someone a candle, they smelt it, and I kind of looked in their face, and they didn't really like that scent. They just were being polite and courteous, and they just accepted it. So, me and the candles for 2025, no more. No more. I got an ample supply. If I want to do like a bath and a candlelight bath or something like that, and I just kind of want to relax, I got an ample supply. I don't need any more, and me using it as a gift at this point, it's just not original, and it's kind of almost just like all the girlies are doing it. So, not doing it for 2025. Okay, so that is my list. Unfortunately, I didn't sit there and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I do believe I hit all 25. Hopefully, you can take a couple of these, you can use them, they'll be beneficial to you and your finances, and it'll help you save some money. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you got any tips that you want to give me in the comments section about things that you plan on not buying for 2025 or any substitutes that are cheaper or something like that, feel free. Let's have some conversation in the comments section. I do respond back. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and good luck with planning your finances and, working your way towards some sort of financial security and generational wealth. Talk to you soon. Bye.